Most people are eating way too much protein, or way too little, and have no idea which one applies to them. The protein number plastered across every supplement tub and fitness influencer's caption isn't based on you, it's based on marketing. And getting this number wrong is quietly costing people muscle, energy, and money every single day. Here's the problem. Everyone treats protein like a single magic number: 1 gram per pound of body weight, 0.8 grams per kilogram, as much as you can stomach. But those numbers come from wildly different places. Some from outdated government minimums, some from bodybuilding forums, some from supplement companies trying to sell you more product. The truth is, your actual protein need depends on your goals, your activity level, and even your age. Get it wrong in one direction and you're leaving muscle on the table. Get it wrong in the other, and you're wasting money on protein your body can't even use efficiently. And it's not just about the number on the label. Timing, meal distribution, and even the type of protein you're eating all change the equation, which is exactly why generic advice keeps failing people. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you fall. Let's start with where the confusion began. The original 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight guideline most people quote wasn't designed to help you build muscle. It was designed to prevent deficiency in the average sedentary adult. That's it. It's a floor, not a target. Most people don't realize this number was never meant for anyone lifting weights, chasing fat loss, or trying to look and feel their best. It was calculated using nitrogen balance studies on people who barely moved, then rounded up slightly as a safety margin. That's a completely different starting point than someone doing squats 3 times a week and trying to add muscle. So what does the actual research say for people who train? For general muscle maintenance and modest fitness goals, most sports nutrition research points to somewhere between 1.2 and 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's already 50 to 100% more than the outdated minimum. But here's the surprising part. If your main goal is building muscle, or you're actively losing fat while trying to preserve muscle, that number climbs higher. Multiple studies on resistance-trained individuals show benefits up to around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram. Beyond that range, extra protein mostly just gets used for energy or stored. It doesn't magically build more muscle. This is where almost everyone makes a mistake. They assume more is always better. Your muscles don't have unlimited storage for protein like a bank account. There's a ceiling to how much your body can actually put toward muscle repair in a day. Past that ceiling, your body treats extra protein the same way it treats extra carbs or fat, as fuel or as something to store, not as raw material for new muscle tissue. Let's make this practical. If you weigh around 75 kilograms, that's about 165 pounds, and you're training regularly with the goal of building muscle, you're likely looking at roughly 120 to 165 grams of protein per day. That's not one giant protein shake, that's spread across your meals. Which brings up the next point, and it's even more important than the total number. Distribution matters almost as much as the amount. Your body can only use so much protein at once to actually build new muscle tissue. Research suggests somewhere around 25 to 40 grams per meal is the sweet spot for triggering that muscle-building response, depending on your size. Eating all your protein in one meal at dinner means you're likely missing that window for most of the day. Most people don't realize their afternoon slump and midday cravings are sometimes tied to protein-light breakfasts and lunches. Spreading protein across 3 to 4 meals isn't just about muscle, it also keeps you fuller longer and steadies your energy. Think of it like watering a plant. Dumping an entire week's worth of water on a plant once doesn't help it grow faster. It just overflows the pot. Your muscles work the same way with protein. Steady, consistent doses beat one massive dump. Now let's talk about where your protein comes from, because not all sources are created equal. Animal proteins, eggs, poultry, fish, dairy, contain all 9 essential amino acids in ratios your body uses efficiently. Plant proteins like beans, lentils, and tofu are absolutely capable of supporting muscle growth too, but often you'll need a slightly larger quantity or a mix of sources to get the same complete amino acid profile. This changes everything for anyone eating mostly plant-based. It's not about eating more blindly, it's about combining sources, like rice and beans, or oats and soy milk, so your body gets the full toolkit it needs. One more myth worth killing: protein overload damaging your kidneys. For people with healthy kidney function, current research doesn't support the idea that higher protein intake within these ranges causes harm. That said, if you have an existing kidney condition, diabetes, or any chronic health issue, this is exactly the kind of thing to run by a doctor or registered dietitian before making changes. Your situation may call for different numbers than what we've covered here. So here's how to actually use all of this. Take your body weight in kilograms, or divide your pounds by 2.2, and multiply by 1.6 as a solid starting point if your goal is building or maintaining muscle. Spread that total across 3 to 4 meals with 25 to 40 grams each. Adjust up toward 2.2 if you're in an aggressive fat loss phase and want to protect your muscle, and adjust down toward 1.2 if you're mostly sedentary and just want general health. That's it. No powders required, no magic number from a supplement label, just math based on you. Let's bring it all together. The old 0.8 grams per kilogram rule was never built for anyone trying to build muscle, lose fat, or perform better. If you train, your real target likely sits somewhere between 1.2 and 2.2 grams per kilogram, spread evenly across your meals from a mix of quality sources. Here's your one action for today. Calculate your number right now. Look at what you ate yesterday and see how close you actually came. Your body isn't guessing about what it needs. Now neither are you. If this saved you from wasting money on protein you didn't need, or showed you that you've been under-eating this whole time, that's exactly the kind of clarity BodyForge Hub is built on. Hit subscribe if you want more science broken down like this, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what we're covering next.